If all of your wildest dreams came true tomorrow, would you even know what to do with it? Greetings, beautiful being. Welcome back to my channel, Rising with Rachel. I am Rachel, and together we rise in talking about all things cosmic and consciousness. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're feeling like you want to share a little extra love, maybe leave a comment down below if you resonate with this video, as it does help our silly little human earthly algorithm. As much as I don't want to be a part of that, I do want to be a part of spreading the messages that are so deeply needed to be planted in the consciousness of the human collective during this revolutionary time in human history, as we are on the forefront of a spiritual revolution where we get to witness the biggest spiritual awakening in all of human history, as through our own individual journeys, we are implementing these amazing light codes into Earth's crystalline grid system, amplifying the energy on Earth and anchoring in these new Earth codes of love, expansion, and freedom, that Earth can fully embody this fifth dimensional being that she was always meant to be. And it starts with you, me, and our states of awareness. So let's get into it. Today, I want to talk to you about why your manifestations have not come true yet. And yes, there is a few different reasons that you will find people talking to you about, whether it's you're not being specific enough, you're not vibrating at a particular frequency, you're stuck in limiting beliefs of doubt and lack, maybe you're sending too many mixed signals. While all of those are true, the biggest truth of why your manifestations have not come into fruition yet is because simply you are not ready yet. And that is okay, because here's the thing. When you trust the universe, you cultivate a sense of patience, because patience means that you know that your manifestation is coming, and that's what the universe wants to see. That's what the universe is going to reward. When you are sat frustrated about why your manifestation has not come true yet, you are anchored in that energy of lack, in that energy of resistance, because you are saying to the universe, I am not okay without this manifestation. And why would the universe give you your manifestation if it knew that you wouldn't be okay without it? Because the truth is, since change is the only constant in this world, right? You may land your dream job and lose it the next day. You have to do the inner work to be in a place where you are okay with or without your manifestation. Yes, everyone has desires. Of course, we would all love to land our dream job and live in a big, beautiful home and have amazing cars and the love of our life, and for life to feel like effortless play. And that abundance is absolutely our birthright. But can you feel the feeling that all of those things would bring you without having them? That's the challenge. That's what the universe wants to see, because then had you landed that dream job and lost it the next day, the universe would know that you are okay without it, because you can still feel that joy without that dream job. Therefore, it would have no problem letting you experience that dream job, because it knows that you are stable. But the overall truth of why your manifestations haven't come into fruition yet is just simply because you are not ready. And that's okay. This is the time where you are in the cocoon phase to be able to get all of your together, to be able to break out of these limiting mindsets and to get more specific and to rewire your brain to have a new belief system. This is the time to cultivate that patience, that trust, that knowing that everything that you desire is already on its way to you, because the second that you have a desire, it is already created. It is just existing in vibrational escrow, waiting for you to be an energetic match to it so that it can show up in your physical reality. One of my favorite quotes I like to think back on is that the universe is never going to tell you no. It's either going to tell you yes, not right now, or I have something better in store for you. And I'm sure you can think about so many different times in your life where that has been absolutely 100% true. Either that relationship didn't work out because someone better came along, or you got fired from that job because a better one was waiting for you. Maybe you didn't get into the college you wanted, but you ended up in an even better one. The universe knows when to deliver things to you. You don't have to worry about the when, you have to worry about the who, and the who is you. Are you an energetic match to the things that you desire? You can't keep focusing on the what is right in front of you, what is currently your present reality. And as much as I want to tell you that you have to focus on the future and focus on all of the abundance that is coming your way, honestly, shouldn't even focus on that. You should be anchored in the here and now, following what feels good for you in every now moment. Like I said, the second that you have a desire, the second that you set an intention, the universe is already working all of its gears in order to get that thing, in order to get those desires to you. The only thing that you have to do is focus on your here and now, within every second, aligning your vibration, your frequency to match that of your desires. Because hear me out. I heard this once and it was something that stuck with me so deeply. And it was a question posed of, if you were to receive all of your wildest dreams tomorrow, would you even know what to do with it? Because honestly, I still don't. And I'd like to think that I have a good sense of direction of where I want to go in life. But the truth is that I'm still figuring out what feelings I'm really after through my desires. For example, I so deeply want to be self-employed, and I know that that future is one that exists for me and is waiting for me, but I'm working through what that means right here and now. What am I really after with self-employment? I'm after freedom. I'm after expansion, but also I have to work through what it really means to be self-employed, that I am then responsible for my financial income, that I cannot clock in more hours, that I have to apply more work and define what work even means to me, what my offerings are. I am in the process of sitting in that cocoon phase, and it's hard when you're in the cocoon phase and you know intuitively that all of these things are on their way to you, because you start to become impatient. But this is the test. These feelings are the very things that you are supposed to be working through in every now moment, because that impatience, well, yes, it's a sign that these things are on the way to you, is a test of the right here and now. Because what are you not doing in this now moment that is bringing you further from your desires? If I'm sitting here focusing on my impatience, on the fact that I'm still working a regular job, I'm still someone else's employee, I'm not making space for the frequency of my dream of self-employment, which is that energy of liberation, of expansion, to be with me in the present moment, because I'm focused on the what is. So instead of focusing on the what is, or even the what will be of my future self-employment one day, I just have to focus on feeling freedom and liberation now. And how can I do that? What does that mean to me? For me personally, it might mean reflecting on times where I felt trapped that I eventually got out of, and I liberated myself, all of the good that I've done for myself, to take steps forward into self-expansion in different routes, because the specifics don't matter. If you are desiring a relationship where you feel this unconditional love, that's not to say that you think about all the times you experienced unconditional love through a partner. It also means to reflect on the ways that you offer unconditional love to yourself, and the ways that you've done that in the past, the ways you're doing it in the present, and all the ways that you can plan to do it for the future. The specific of your desire does not matter. It's all about frequency. It's not personal, it's just vibrational. The things that people tell you about why your manifestations aren't coming true are absolutely real. Maybe you're not specific enough. Maybe you're stuck in a limiting mindset. Maybe you're stuck in a limiting belief system. Maybe you have too many desires. Maybe you're complaining too much. Maybe you're just sending mixed signals to the universe. These things are all true, but at the core of all of those things is the fact that your foundation is not made out of bricks yet. And the universe wants to know that if a big bad wolf came along and tried to blow your house down, that it wouldn't be a house made of straws, that it would be a house made of bricks, that you have done that inner work to know that regardless of what happens, you still have those healthier belief systems. You still have those stronger, more persistent mindsets, that you know what it is in your heart that you are looking for, what feelings you are chasing, and you know how to create them without an external experience, person, place, or thing. I said this in my last video, but as I speak to you, I speak to myself as well, because these messages are delivered to me, through me, from my own personal experience. And this is something that I am in real time sitting with and really learning holistically the ins and outs of, to be able to communicate this with you, because I know that I am currently sledgehammering this block of marble in the same way that an architect does to build a statue, right? Like if I'm building the statue of David, which is my dream life, I know that I have to look within myself and do this digging, to do this sculpting of my own inner self, become that vibrational match to my desires, so that all of a sudden I blink and everything I've ever wanted is right in front of me. And I'll start to end this video by saying that when you start to do this inner work and you start to just be 1% better than you were yesterday, right? Because change doesn't happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. When you can just focus on being 1% better than you were the day before, and you start to overall shift your vibration and your frequency, the universe is going to give you signs of that. It's going to seem like little rewards that you're receiving from the universe, showing you, reflecting back to you, right? Because your external reality is just a reflection of your internal world, that you are successfully doing this work. As a personal example, I work in a restaurant, and I had the privilege of serving Jeff Bezos a few months ago, and he complimented me and told me that my smile was infectious. And do you know, I literally went home crying that day, because I registered that as one of the greatest days of my life, not because anything revolutionary happened. All I did was serve Jeff Bezos food and drink, but I registered that as a sign that somebody who represented wealth to me was energetically exchanging a compliment to me, right? Which is abundance, which is a form of wealth, which was to me a sign that that experience for me is on its way to me, because somebody that again represented that wealth for me exchanged that to me just energetically through word. But it's all in the same. It was a sign for me that I am on the right path, that I was the one that had the privilege of serving him, that I was the one who had the privilege of receiving that compliment. Because again, who knows? It could have been someone else. Maybe they didn't say that. Maybe he didn't say that. Maybe it was nothing revolutionary for them. But for me, it was confirmation from the universe that you are on the right track. And get this, because as we know, the cosmos are always aligned. Jeff Bezos is a Capricorn, as am I. And that for me was even more of a sign, even more proof that my feeling that this was a sign was accurate and correct. Nobody can tell you what is a sign for you. Nobody can validate your experience besides you. Trust and believe. I'm a person that gets excited about being able to decipher all of the ways that the universe is confirming my reality all the time and the things that I desire that are on their way to me. And not only have I tried to share them with people and seemed crazy, but also I've realized the sacredness of keeping things to yourself, because then when it all happens for you, you have that confirmation. You will know that it was you from a rock solid foundation that was able to come to these conclusions, that was able to realize that you were in direct communication with the universe, that you were receiving these signs the entire time, and then you can go and speak about it. It is nobody else's duty to validate those signs for you, because again, you'll probably end up just talking too much or seeming like you're crazy, because also you'll realize that the signs are always around you, really at every given point in time, everywhere you look. The more that you see, the more you'll notice, and the crazier, honestly, you'll probably feel for a while until you start just blindly following that faith that you are right and that the universe is always talking to you. So pay attention for the signs, because the universe is always trying to show them to you, especially through your feelings. Your internal feelings are your GPS system. They are your guidance system, always pointing you toward where you have to go. And in the same way, if you go off route while following a GPS on the road, the GPS won't tell you that you missed a turn, just recalibrate you back to the route. That's what your feelings are also always trying to do to you. That's what all the signs that the universe gives you where things feel resistant are trying to point you towards. They are trying to get you back onto your path, to recalibrate, to feeling good, to follow every now moment in which you create feeling good. Because again, as you start to feel good, as you start to be present in your every now moment, cater to your feeling and listen to your body and what it's saying to you. By the way, check out my last video, because my last video was about how my body was telling me that there was potentially a shark attack, but also how our body and biomagnetic energetic field is always in communication with us. I'll tag that here as well as in the description down below. When you start understanding that, as I like to say, and cultivating this relationship with yourself, with your body, with the present moment, and you start raising that vibration in your frequency, that's when you're going to start to see the signs even more, and you are going to be so happy about seeing those signs. It's like adding fuel to the fire of positivity, of abundance, and therefore making you a direct signal to the universe of, hey, I'm ready for this thing. Imagine that the universe is pitch black, but all of a sudden there is this beam of light that is actually coming from a little fire that the universe can see from light years away. And when the universe looks down and sees it, it's actually you and your inner fire is sitting here burning bright, saying, here I am, I'm ready. You are casting that signal. You are ready for your desires. But if you are not casting that signal, if your flame is not bright because you are scatterbrained and you are all over the place, you are focused on matters of the ego and the mind instead of the heart, body, and soul, that light is not going to be too bright. The universe isn't going to know maybe even what to send to you, let alone when to send it, because you are giving mixed signals by not doing the inner work. Don't even worry about the abundance that's on its way to you. Just know that the second you have a desire, as mentioned, it is already on its way to you. Let go of expectation. Let go of your desires. Just know that they are already in existence, and it's only a matter of you shifting into a different parallel reality, which is also another video that I will tag here and put down below in the description, because that one talks about quantum leaping and essentially about how you don't manifest a desire, you shift into the frequency of it. You are being granted the privilege of being in this cocoon because the universe is trying to get you to slow down so that when things speed up, you have a direction of where you are going. Imagine sitting in a car that just randomly starts going 1,500 miles per hour. Where are you going? You have no sense of direction. You might freak out and end up hitting a brick wall. If you have a sense of direction and you immediately know what direction you are going and how to navigate the road that you are on, you are not going to crash. You will be able to use the momentum of that speed to get you to where you have to go efficiently, effectively, and also safely. So trust me, I know that it's sometimes very difficult, especially when things are rough in your life, to sit with patience. But that is quite literally the message. You are not ready yet. And that's okay. Embrace it, because this is the time that the universe has you in spiritual boot camp to get ready, so that when it delivers your dreams to you, you know what to do with it. You know how to milk it, so that the fame you receive is not only 15 minutes, but a lifetime long, and you become a household legacy. Universe will never tell you no. It either says, yes, not right now, or I have something better in store for you. Regardless, it does not matter. The only thing that matters is the right here, right now, and what you're doing about becoming a vibrational match to the frequency of your desires. Again, so that when your desires are delivered to you and all of your wildest dreams come true, the universe knows that you are not only safe and stable with or without those things, therefore even willing to give you more, but also so that you can sustain those dreams, because the universe wants to see that you have built a house out of bricks instead of a house out of straws. The universe wants to know that you have cultivated a sense of self within you, that you can look at yourself as strongly as it sees you and knows that you are. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope that I was able to plant any seeds in your consciousness that bloom at the exact time that they're supposed to, the divine time that they're supposed to, or already left you feeling seen, heard, acknowledged, or that you resonated with any part of this video. Thank you again so much for watching this video, guys. It is an honor to be here on this journey with you. I know that if you are watching this video, you are on the forefront of the spiritual revolution with me, so I see you, soldier. Thank you for all of the work that you do on yourself to expand, liberate, and love yourself, because as you work on you, as you heal you, you also heal the entire collective. I see you, I honor you, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.